I collapse onto a seat in the monorail with a half-dozen Japanese tourists, Annie sobbing softly into my shoulder. The silver train accelerates to cruising speed, rushing through Tomorrowland, a grand anachronism replete with Jetson-style rocket ships and Art Deco restaurants. A 1950s incarnation of man's glittering destiny, Tomorrowland was outstripped by reality more rapidly than old Walt could have imagined. Transformed into a kitschy parody of the dreams of the Eisenhower era, it stands as mute but eloquent testimony to man's inability to predict what lies ahead. I do not need to be reminded of this. As the monorail swallows a long curve, I spy the crossed roof beams of the Polynesian resort. Soon we'll be back inside our suite, alone with the emptiness that haunts us every day. And all at once, that's not good enough anymore. With shocking clarity, a voice speaks in my mind. It's Sarah's voice. "You can't do this alone," she says. I look down at Annie's face, angelic now in sleep. "We need help," I say aloud, drawing odd glances from the Japanese tourists. Before the monorail hisses to a stop at the hotel, I know what I'm going to do. I call Delta Airlines first and book an afternoon flight to Baton Rouge. Not our final destination, but the closest major airport to it. Simply making the call sets something thrumming in my chest. Annie awakens as I arrange for a rental car, perhaps even in sleep sensing the utter resolution in her father's voice. She sits quietly beside me on the bed, her left hand on my thigh, reassuring herself that I can go nowhere without her. "Are we going on the airplane again, Daddy?" "That's right, Punkin," I answered, dialing a Houston number. "Back home?" "No, we're going to see Gram and Papa." Her eyes widen with joyous expectation. "Gram and Papa now?" "I hope so. Just a minute." My assistant, Scylla Daniels, is speaking in my ear. She obviously saw the name of the hotel on the caller ID unit and started talking the moment she picked up. I break in before she can get rolling. "Listen to me, Syl. I want you to call a storage company and lease enough space for everything in the house." "The house?" she echoes. "Your house? You mean everything as in furniture?" "Yes, I'm selling the house." "Selling the house? Penn, what's happened? What's wrong?" "Nothing. I've come to my senses, that's all. Annie's never going to get better in that house, and Sarah's parents are still grieving so deeply that they're making things worse. I'm moving back home for a while." "Home?" "To Natchez." "Natchez?" "Mississippi, where I lived before I married Sarah, where I grew up." "I know that, but Don't worry about your salary. I'll need you now more than ever."
I'm not worried about my salary. I'm worried about you. Have you talked to your parents? Your mother called yesterday and asked for your number down there. She sounded upset."
"I'm about to call them. After you get the storage space, call some movers and arrange transport. Let Sarah's parents have anything they want out of the house. Then call Jim Noble and tell him to sell the place. And I don't mean list it. I mean sell it."
"The housing market's pretty soft right now, especially in your bracket."
"I don't care if I eat half the equity. Move it." There's an odd silence. Then Scylla says,
"Could I make you an offer on it? I won't if you never want to be reminded of the place."
"No, it's fine. You need to get out of that condo. Can you come anywhere close to a realistic price?"
"I've got quite a bit left from my divorce settlement. You know me."
"Don't make me an offer. I'll make you one. Get the house appraised, then knock off 20%. No realtor fees, no down payment, nothing. Work out a payment schedule over 20 years at, say, 6% interest. That way we have an excuse to stay in touch."
"Oh, God, Penn. I can't take advantage like that."
"It's a done deal." I take a deep breath, feeling the invisible bands that have bound me loosening. "Well, that's it."
"Hold on. The world doesn't stop because you run off to Disney World."
"Do I want to hear this?"
"I've got bad news and news that could go either way."
"Give me the bad."
Arthur Lee Hanratty's last request for a stay was